Hi there, Corey Hickman, Comfort Matters Heating and Cooling. I want to do a video tour here for you to see a little bit around our shop and see how things work around here. So I'm going to switch our camera around so you can see where I'm going. So I'm going to start off here in the office space. And so you can come on here, you can see it's our front door entrance. And inside there you're going to see Blake. Blake is our mannequin that he follows around the building, moves around in a lot of different places. We use him to show a little bit what a service technician looks like. We have a prescribed black pants policy that we do furnish to our technicians, as well as our white shirts, badges, hats, and etc. But so the technician comes in, here's what they see going on. We do out of the space. We have a conference room to start off where we do some of our interviews, different company meetings, and things like that. We've been in this building for 1 year now, so I apologize for some of the clear walls that we don't have a lot of stuff on, just because it's been when we moved in May of last year, we ran into busy season, and honestly we've ran a lot of busyness since then. So it slowed us down a lot on getting some of the office stuff. But business has been working well with that. In here we do work, our operations manager, John, works out of this office here, as well as some bookkeeping, warranty, and a few other things that are taken care of out of this place. Going on, some more office, actually my office that I work out of here currently. We are moving, I'll show you a little later, to a different area that I'm moving some more offices further off in this building. We're currently working out of there. Mechanical space we work with on some of the stuff as far as server, controls, some of our security stuff. Of course, some of our heating and air conditioning products ourselves that are heating and cooling our office. We do have an IQ air filtration system. We have a PureX 2-bulb ultraviolet oxidation system cleaning the air, as well as a fully modulating furnace, as well, and a inverter driven AC unit. We have fresh air brought in through our Renew Air fresh air exchanger, and then our simple stuff as far as soft water, slop sinks. And we are actually currently running, it's not mounted right now, our whole house office humidifier, or dehumidifier, I'm sorry, which has been actually a great addition to the company. It's amazing the difference it makes, because we have a very humid climate here in Minnesota. So coming out, a couple things we look at. We have a little bit of a wall here we mark and track some certain things. So we're looking at August here. Looks like we got a goal of 34 jobs we got to knock out here this month. We're 9 jobs into it right now. And we also keep track of service calls. So we're looking for 366 calls this month. 109 are completed. Looks like we are right now 13 ahead of plan. So that's a good thing. Keeping that rolling here. Here's where our CSRs, dispatch, and office manager works out, as well as our home advisors work out of here that call in our customers' homes. Over here we do keep track of what we got going on for booked out work. As you can see here in the red, that is booked out days that we are full and at capacity for maintenance. We may have room for demand service. We try to keep that going. But this does track out our maintenance schedule to make sure that we don't overbook our maintenance. We still have room for demand service, because demand does fill a lot of our installation schedule and a lot of our installation work. Going on here into our break room area. We try to keep a little bit of comfort for the home. We do have some TV, cable access here. Here's some people up on the wall. That does cover our disc assessment. So we do work on disc profiles, and we do a lot of training on that to making sure that we have people and we all understand individually the different personalities, the DISC personalities, and we try to relate that as far as employees internal in the company, as well as our customers, and how we can best work around that. Office does use fingerprint scanners for check-in, check-out time. We try to provide some comfort as far as refrigerators, coffee makers, toasters, all that kind of stuff. So training room, we spend a fair amount of time in our training area here. This is an area that we've had some slower time working on over the last year. We use it a lot. We are in this room 3 to 4 times a day, or I'm sorry, 3 to 4 times a week, and using the training facility. We have a TV up in the wall there tied into a PC, so we can use we use Zoom meetings a lot. Every week we do Zoom training through here. Microphone, camera setup, so we can do some remote training with some people off site. We keep track of things you can see on the whiteboard. Our technicians keep track of their average service tickets, their conversion rates for lead sets. They keep track of their membership sales, as well as their total week numbers and all of that. Going forward, here's your cell phone station. When we go into meetings, technicians do not bring their phones into our meetings. All cell phones are left here in the station. We provided some charging opportunities so they can charge their iPads and their cell phones that they use, so we can keep those taken care of and charged up so they're ready for their full day. Here's a tech training area. Basically in this area is where they collect their information. We have a lot of our literature put together. Our team leader works together under the space, copy machines, as well as any sort of literature pieces that they need. So every technician here, when they come in, they grab their service packs, and in their service pack it's going to have their common information that they need. This is a sales pack here. I'm looking also for our sales individuals. And it's going to have their surveys, any sort of literature they may need, any sort of pieces, things that we do, talking about UV lights, all their paperwork and everything that's needed for a home advisor. The technician one is actually up front further in the shop, and in the technician one, techs grab their tech packs, and from there they're able to get all their material that comes out of here. And that's going to include everything from stickers, furnace stickers, AC stickers, membership agreement forms, as well as any sort of service agreement applications. Also, in this area, we turn in anything from check payments, and we take care of all of our OSHA standard safety information and safety standards here, so we have that taken care of. This space here, as I mentioned, is actually an unused space right now. This is going to be converted out. This wall is coming out, and we're converting that into some additional office space that we're moving out. Stepping forward into the warehouse. So in here, this is where technicians use some space to kind of get ready to do some things. And in the morning when they come in, they do some of their paperwork, getting some things ready. You see warranty paperwork, or I'm sorry, warranty equipment and things like that in the back of the space. As well as down here, here's some access items that probably are not hot movers for our service parts, but if a technician's got an opportunity to use this service part, we want to have access for them. Over here is going to be shelves where the technicians can access their parts, so every time we replenish their stock, it goes off to the shelf, technician comes in, and then he takes them off his shelf, and then he refills his truck. Going on over here, I'm sure you noticed the basketball hoop. We do allow a little bit of fun to come in. Anytime wants to grab a basketball and shoot some hoops, we're all for it. Here's where we have job packets that are set up. So these are for installation. So example here would be an install section. And out of this install section, you see a couple totes there. They're going to have the install materials that are needed, as well as the ductwork and pipe. And I'll show you exactly a little bit what's in here. For example, this is a tote of PVC fittings. We do a lot of 90% furnaces here in Minnesota. That one down. It's more 90% fittings. And then into here. So here's a checklist that is marked out to complete each job, what should be in each fittings. So you're going to have things in here from thermostat wall plates, connection couplings, whips, wire nuts, brass pipe fittings, black pipe fittings, lots more black pipe fittings, as well as in these fitting boxes. Copper fittings, relays, drain pan treatments, everything we need for our installations. And there's more inside here. There's thermostats included in these boxes, other electrical items, and other fittings. So out of this area here, for what you see, you can take care of a full system install with that. Into our cage, we do typically this cage is accessed through this door, which is done through a Z-Wave controlled digital keypad. I'll go through the main door. In here, we do run a full level of inventory. You can see we handle our stock as far as our Honeywell thermostats, coil cleaners, thermostat wire, control boards, everything that is in our service truck is in this space, as well as everything that's in our installation trucks. Tubing, all down to all of our black pipe fittings, everything, PVC fittings, copper. We do some boilers in this area, so we have ProPress fittings, as well as lots of other stuff. Return air boots, line sets, humidifiers, sheet metal fabrication, or I shouldn't say fabrication, but prefabricated stuff, elbows, pipe, Honeywell connected home, panels, sensors, motion detectors, things like that. Flex duct, turn air ducting. We pre-build literature racks and things like that in the shop ahead of time so they're ready for the jobs. More fittings, pipe. And then we get into registers, so forth. Come around the corner here, we have our tool area. So we keep track of some of our things as far as generators, vacuums that aren't being used, extra toolboxes, tools, belts for our commercial work, filters. Keep track of all of our filter accessory items, electronic air cleaners that we use, UV lights, our AC pads there. See a couple extra vans parked inside. Most of our vans go home during the day. ACs, coils, furnaces. Over here is the staging area. So this is where we stage new installs. So these are jobs that you see that are set up to go in here in the next couple days. So on a job install, what it looks like for us is there's a packet that's completed, and then this packet is going to have anything from the customer's information, what model equipment's used, if there's filters, transitions, payment required or not, if it's finance, electrician, subcontractors. And throughout that there we'll have all the pieces. So example here, you can see it's a coil, furnace, return boot, all the accessories that go along with it. Must be some thermostats, there must be zoning on this particular job. I see a zone panel down there. Pad. This must be the AC to go with that job. Here must be another full system. We try to work very hard that we do full systems versus AC only or furnace onlys. So you can see the filter boot that we use. We use all 4-inch filter boots, all upsized, larger, at minimum 20 by 25 at the smallest that we use in our filters. Our pads, UV lights. We use the PRX commonly, private label service station lights, coils, all accessories. Hard start kits we add on to all of our ACs. Wi-Fi thermostat controls, low-level carbon monoxide monitors. It's a pretty full system here. So must be an AC only here next to us. AC only there. Additional equipment fill-ins there, as well as over here is where we recycle some of our products. So when recycling comes back to the shop, we drain compressors here, but copper is separated out, number 1 copper, number 2 copper, wire, control boards, thermostats. You can see as we fill as things come in to make sure that we get the best out of our recycling capabilities. Turn bends on copper. All of our A coils come inside, and all of our ACs go outside. You can see PVC. Over here is some additional space that is not being used too much right now. This is where that office space is going to that I mentioned, but I want to show you the we do put out a loaner AC program. So here you can see an AC and a kit. So between these two items, that provides the items that we can put a temporary AC into a customer's home. So you see 3 kits and ACs sitting here waiting to go out. We're in Minnesota, so you do see multiple snow blowers in this room. But anyways, this room is going to be converted over to office space. Is on our soon future project. I will try to walk outside to where we recycle ACs when it is getting dark, so we'll see how well this works. So outside in the parking lot area, you can see we got 1 truck parked over there. It's our pink truck. It's kind of used as a pinpoint item. It's probably going to be too dark over here for me to show you what I'm going to. So around the corner here is going to be a recycle dumpster and all our recycled ACs. And I don't think we're going to be able to see it. We'll see. Yep, we can't see it. So over here there's a whole stack of a bunch of recycled ACs and also recycled equipment. We have a big dumpster over here that we keep all of our equipment comes in, and the company pulls it out for us once a week. They take all of our scrap and our ACs, so everything goes back. Just going back around, we separate out our cardboard and our scrap, garbage, office space, and coming on back in. I'm kind of back in the middle of it. So it's been a while and I wanted to try to get something out to a few people here. So hopefully it was some value of you, and I hope you guys have a great day. Good evening and good luck.